Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ankita Grover and we are again back on Dr. A Chats. So, today being 29th of September, we observe it as World Heart Day by World Heart Federation to spread awareness regarding heart disease, its cure and its prevention. And today we are going to discuss all about that with all of you today. So, today I'll be connecting with Dr. Arpita Srivastav, who is a cardiopulmonary physiotherapist, and she'll be telling us details about cardiovascular diseases. So, let's connect with Dr. Arpita. Okay, welcome Dr. Arpita. How are you?
Hi Ankita, I'm good. How are you? Thank you for calling me
I'm
here.
good. Most welcome for the World Heart Day discussion today. So, okay, so quickly before we begin, I'll just like to give a brief to all our viewers about cardiovascular diseases, which is a lot of social and economic burden on country like India and also worldwide. So, as we all know, we are going through COVID-19 pandemic, and the burden that it gives is too much. And especially for people who are having comorbid disease in terms of heart disease, they're suffering equally and even more than the normal people. So, Dr. Arpita, I would like to ask you first of all, what do you think? How is the scenario in India related to COVID-19 and otherwise also for heart disease patients?
There are many causes, as we can see, that are causing the heart diseases. First and foremost, which is very commonly seen, is diabetes. As you have known, as you have might have seen and must have seen in your homes also, that there are many people in India who are affected from diabetes. It has been estimated in a data that around 30 million of Indians are affected from diabetes, and it is very much
Right.
related to CVD, like coronary heart disease. It is very much related to it, and it gradually and uh, very smoothly reaches to CVD, and most of the patient I have seen personally are more or the less affected from diabetes, whether it is type 1 diabetes or type 2 diabetes, or it may be gestational, like female when they are pregnant, they also sometimes get diabetes. So it can be any of them. And
Right.
the next, if we talk about the most common cause of CVD is hypertension. Hypertension is again a very commonly seen disease in Indian scenario, where because of the stress level, which is very much high today, and also it has been seen that hypertension is seen in almost one in out of four Indian, which is
Right.
not
Which is
very good.
actually a lot.
Yeah, it is actually
Right.
very
The
much
ratio is actually too high.
too high.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And also, hypertension is the major cause of CVD, as the pressure it is mounting on our arteries increases. It can be due to many causes. It can be due to atherosclerosis. It can be due to elasticity problem. It can be due to other external factors. So we won't go into that detail, but also everybody knows that hypertension is again a very severely affecting our society and also
Right.
our generation. Again, the
Right.
next, yeah, the next very commonly seen risk factor nowadays is atherosclerosis, as I told. So, what is atherosclerosis actually? So, in common layman terminology, if I explain, it is deposition of cholesterol, fat, and the lipid molecules in and around the arterial wall. Okay, so if, as we all know, that artery
Yeah.
carries blood. So when the artery's diameter decreases, so when the cholesterol and all start depositing inside the artery or around the artery, that decreases their diameter. When the diameter is decreased, the blood flow is hampered, and with gradual increase in that blockage in the diameter of the artery, and the blood supply is completely seized, and the part the artery is supplying is completely ischemic, and thus leads to cardiovascular diseases, which is also very much predominantly seen nowadays. Next, what is very much, which is like a very common in today's youth is smoking, which is seen as a fashion statement nowadays. But actually, smoking is causing very much CVD. It's in all the deaths, CVD is because of the CVD. It is seen that out of 4, 1 is from smoking. Like the patient was smoker, earlier was a smoker, was a chain smoker, and everything. And smoking is like a addiction. The person is not able to get rid of it, and thus it leads to more and more higher risk of CVDs. Next, what comes into our risk factor is central obesity. What is obesity? As we all know, as the person start eating a lot and is stressful and in sedentary lifestyle, they start gaining weight, and with time that gaining weight leads to fat deposition in their interstitial spaces, and then lead to obesity. When there is obesity, and even though person is not going into a proper dietary habit and all the lifestyle changes, then it can lead to deposition of those fat and cholesterol into their arterial walls and other organ system, which will again lead to heart problems and heart diseases. Okay, so obesity is also again correlated to CVD. It also comes with perks like diabetes and hypertension and other problems too. Yeah, okay. And again, the other factors, yeah, exactly. The other problem also which causes the risk factors are like most of the population from our rural area are shifting towards urbanization, or say cities, and they are trying to adapt more of the habits of cities, and they are merging into what other peoples are doing. They are not at all bothered about the simple lifestyle they had in the village. So these things are also leading towards the CVD rate increase, and it is also seen that males are more prone to CVD than females due to increased stress level. So these are the few factors which is very much commonly seen in.
I think these are all very common factors we see in our day-to-day lives. And okay, next thing which we talk about is there are various forms of CVD. And one of the very common things that is related to heart disease that we see is heart attack and cardiac arrest. So I just wanted you all, we all to know, like, what is actually the difference between both? Because sometimes people often confuse both of these terms, having cardiac arrest and having heart attack. So just tell briefly about the difference between both.
Well, as you have talked about heart attack and cardiac failure, or say cardiac attack, sorry. So what is heart attack? It is related to our circulation. Everybody knows that the heart has the function of pumping blood from heart to whole of the body, which is carried by arteries. And from whole of the body, the blood comes from veins into the heart again. Okay, so blood which is being carried from the artery is our oxygenated blood, which means blood containing oxygen, and the blood which is coming from our body through veins into the heart is our deoxygenated blood. Okay, so that cycle is very vital for our daily functioning, daily activities, and whatever we are doing. Even we are sleeping, that is continuous process. It keeps on going. So when that process is hampered by any means our circulation is not proper in any means, and the heart stops. The circulation is not properly going, and it stops by any means, then it is heart attack. Okay. And what is cardiac arrest? Cardiac arrest is like heart has its own property of producing electrical impulses, which stimulates heart into beating. contract then. This is very rhythmical process which has to take place properly, otherwise there is problem. Okay, so when
Right.
this electrical impulses are being disturbed by any means or being stopped by any means, there are many factors. So then this process which leads to stoppage of heart by no proper electrical impulses being sent to heart to contract, then it is called cardiac arrest. So there is
Right.
huge
Right.
difference between the heart
Right.
attack and the cardiac arrest. This is the
And
main
between the
difference.
cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
Right, right. So actually, one is related to the circulation and the other
yeah,
one is related to the mechanical functioning of the heart. Right.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next thing is, what do you think? How much is the fatality rate of cardiac arrest? Are all cardiac arrests fatal, or like can the patient be also cured if they suffer from cardiac arrest anytime?
Yeah, it can be cured. Earlier, it was not possible as the medical process has progressed and advanced very much nowadays. So the emergency care unit has learned a lot. Many ways are there by which immediately actions can be taken and patient can be cured by the heart attack.
Right.
And
Right.
immediate action has to be taken no matter what,
Right.
otherwise the
Definitely.
patient will not be able to save. Otherwise it is very easy to save the
Right.
patient. So the medical facility can save the patient's life.
And timely intervention is something very important.
Yeah,
Even
timely intervention is exactly, it is very important. As
important.
soon as there is heart
Right.
attack, the diagnosis should be very appropriate. The doctor should understand the process and should also diagnose it timely to cure the patient.
Right, right. Okay, coming to
Hmm.
COVID-19 pandemic, we all are facing it. And what if we talk about COVID-19 and heart disease? How are they related?
Hmm.
And is there any link between both of them? Because what we all know is that COVID-19 is a respiratory disease.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
how is it actually affecting our heart health? So could you just brief us about that?
Of course, it is affecting largely. And recently, we have found that COVID-19 is actually affecting our heart also, because heart and lungs are coordinately interlinked. Generally, it is affecting
Right,
like in two sense. If already patient is having any heart disease, so the COVID-19 will indirectly affect on it, and it will have its effect after the patient is relieved from the COVID-19. It will have
okay,
its effect after 2 to 3 weeks. And similarly, in second way, the patient is already a cardiac patient. It had already a cardiac problem within it. So it develops myocarditis or blood clot inside
right.
its heart, patient's heart. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So, I mean,
So
that actually gets a complication after
yeah,
COVID. Even if you're not having any heart disease, COVID can create circumstances to have heart disease for
yeah,
anybody. And
yeah.
I think one more thing which COVID has created as a risk factor is, like we discussed previously, that having a sedentary lifestyle is
Hmm.
in itself a risk factor. And the eating patterns that we had for all these past 6 months during the
Yeah,
lockdown, that
yeah,
created
exactly.
erratic patterns of eating, sleeping, which is all not normal. And
Hmm.
I think, and having a sedentary lifestyle again, that contributed a lot towards having heart diseases. So I think
Yeah,
even doctors are coming up with more number of cases in COVID of heart disease and heart
yeah,
patients.
yeah,
So that's
exactly.
very true. And one more thing which I feel is that COVID-19, because people are actually little skeptical about the disease, catching that disease. So they're even apprehensive of going for regular visits to hospitals and
Yeah,
going for their
exactly.
regular, routine heart checkups.
Yeah, yeah,
So
they
even
are.
that has created a lot of stress for people, and stress itself has created a lot of heart diseases, I think. So which is something which actually contributed a lot during these times of lockdown and COVID-19. Okay.
Mhm.
Dr. Arpita, now I would like you to tell us briefly about like what precautions can be taken if somebody is facing heart disease, or anybody's family member is having heart disease. So what all precautions can be taken, and even if like the person is not having, just to prevent yourself from heart disease, what all can we all do?
Okay, so let's start with the very basic thing which can be done at home also. Like, first of all, manage your stress. Stress management is very much needed, whether it's from anything, whether you are going out, whether you are staying in, whether you are studying, whether you are in professional, whether you are a housewife, whether you are having a baby. Everything is having somewhere or other stress level, so we have to manage everything. Okay, so plus this COVID era has also given us additional stress of not having COVID
True.
again. Yeah, so we have to
True.
manage,
Very true. Right.
yeah, so we have to manage our stress level first of all, which can be done by yoga or any type of music. Listening simple music can also relieve your stress. Okay, or talking to person you like, or just going for a long walk. Okay, so all these small things can relieve your stress, and that is very much helpful to your heart. Okay, so first of all, relieve
Right.
your
Right.
stress level. Secondly, exercise daily. Okay, exercising is again, do not exercise because you are asked कि रोज करो करना है, that is again a
Mm-hmm.
stress. You can't stress
Right.
yourself for exercising. That is something you are doing for your own benefit. So you exercise because you love it. Okay, then only your body will be benefited. Otherwise you will lose weight, but as soon as you will stop exercising, you will again gain weight, because you were just doing it to lose weight. Okay, so you have to do
Right.
it because you enjoy it. Okay, so it's not just for losing weight or gaining weight or just staying fit. You have to do it because you enjoy it. Okay, similarly, eating habits. Eating habits has gone altered, as you have also told, that we are eating like everything in nowadays, like in COVID era, everyone has
Yeah, because
gained
people
weight.
are feeling like they are having a holiday time during
Holiday
lockdown,
time,
especially this
yeah.
happened. So they're
Yeah,
having all
exactly.
sorts of treats for themselves. So I think
Everyone is
that actually
posting,
created a wrong pattern of eating and wrong
yeah,
timings too. At
yeah,
odd
wrong
timings you're
timing.
having meals. Right,
Yeah,
right. That's
everyone
true.
has become cook and they are posting their recently cooked meal also. So it is good,
Right,
although
right.
you can cheat, have a cheat day, but not day. So, which is very much common nowadays, is major setback in our system nowadays. The normal Indian thali which we had earlier is very much healthy and is, I think, very much beneficial in removing the problems we are having as a CVD, which is being rose from last 4 decades. It has been more than 30 million people in India that
Right,
have been affected by COVID, CVD cases. So
right.
this can be only decreased by improving our eating pattern also. And also, there are many other tools also which we can use along with this maintenance of our lifestyle and other things, stress level and everything else. Like, other devices are available for your heart rate measurement, and other many electrical
Yeah.
instruments are available also.
Right,
Like
right.
treadmill is
Nowadays,
also
too,
available.
we do
Yeah.
have very up to date technology, having heart
Mm-hmm.
rate sensors to monitor your
Um,
heart rate, just
Heart
at the
rate,
tap of a button. So I
tap
think
of a
people
button.
can
Yeah.
all have it, and it's a very, I mean, priced also very reasonable. So you can just
Mm.
have it in case people are suffering from heart disease. They can just keep monitoring their heart rates, and of course following the lifestyle in a healthy way. That's something very important, and that goes without saying, especially for people who are suffering from heart disease. And I think we have pretty much summed up what all is required to maintain a healthy heart lifestyle. And stress is something which we all are dealing with, and we will be dealing with in future coming days also. So we do need to get prepared for that, through various forms of exercise and stress busting techniques of meditation, yoga, and all these activities. So I think that pretty much sums up like what all needs to be done to prevent yourself from catching a heart disease. And even if you're catching one yourself or anybody in your family, so I think precaution is always better than cure, or taking
Yeah.
prevention is always better than cure. Right, right. So, thanks a lot, Dr. Arpita. In the end, I would just like you to tell us in one line what all, briefly, what advice would you give on the occasion of World Heart Day today to all our viewers and listeners?
Ankita.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now we can hear you.
Yeah.
So, any one advice for everybody out there?
Uh, just don't stress about things. Life is all about ups and downs, and you should appreciate whatever you are in, because that is what life is all about. If it is always happy, you won't be able to know that you are actually happy. If the downs doesn't come, you won't be able to enjoy your ups. If ups doesn't come, then you won't be able to know what down is actually. So enjoy every phase of your life.
Right. And I think, as they always say, an ounce of prevention is always better than a pound of cure. So we all
Yeah,
should
exactly.
look at prevention and not getting stressed about heart disease or
Hmm.
stressed about COVID. Just leading a healthy, normal lifestyle is something which can take us out of all kinds of most of the diseases these days.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
thanks a lot,
Exactly.
Dr. Alita, for sparing your precious time with us and letting us all know and making us aware about heart health. And thank you all the viewers also for spending time with us and being live with us today on this session. So we'll be catching you again live with another topic on Dr. A Chats. Till then, see you and stay safe, stay informed. Thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you. Thank you so much.